I like the idea we are doing this music as well, because usually we play more like the, let's say, more the classical stuff, Mahler and Brahms and Bruckner, all this stuff, which is great. But having at least 1 or 2 weeks, as we are doing now, and even a CD recording, we are going to record around these days with music from the continent, from America. This is very, very interesting. We are doing now Gershwin, American in Paris, which is a very fresh piece of music, but trying to get also even more details, more the music that Gershwin was imagining, we put it on the score. We know the idea of the American going to Paris and kind of seeing this for the first time, but what is also interesting is, since the piece is so popular, at some point, which is very kind of normal, the music starts to be like playing less carefully, in a way that nobody's taking really seriously all the small details. It's more like playing just the thing as like, yeah, it's like, you know, more superficial in a way. And what we want to do is get into all the colors and even more detail, so that we get something more close to what the composer wanted, and at the same time getting all these marbles, you know, image and contrast and nuances. When we selected the pieces, what we want to do is try to not even cover, just to give some small examples from different type of music, colors, and of course composers. So we do some Mexicans like Revueltas, a piece called Sensemayá, which is a wonderful piece of music, very rhythmical and very special, not very long, but very good. Then we go more south, more north. We go, of course, to Gershwin. We play Bernstein, the West Side Story. But then we go also more like to the south and go to Piazzolla. We are going to play also the Tangazo, which is a typical Piazzolla music with all these tangos, but very smart, very interesting compositional ideas. So with kind of imitations and solis and these kind of things. It's not like just the tango and that's it. It's a lot of colors for the orchestra. And so we put all together in one CD to create, like, you know, impressions of the Americas. What is in all these pieces is the rhythm. You know, the rhythm is probably one common thing in the music generally, of course, but in the continent, in the Americas music, let's say, is the rhythm something very, very, very pronounced, very articulate, and we need to be very flexible and very, you know, very alive in terms of the rhythm. But which is strange. I mean, if we go furthermore back in the history, all these American rhythms are actually not really American. They are actually African, all of them. So at the end, it's a kind of, as always with the rhythmically music, is kind of connected to everyone because of that reason.